And man, it's another week of Talking Greasy. But before we get started, before I talk about my co-host, two major announcements. One, Talking Greasy is trying to go to the Cosign Awards and win this year. I need you guys to sign up and vote for us. You can do it every day. I've been doing it every day. I need your help. Second off, we have the Facebook Talking Greasy group. It is a secret group. I need you to get in there. We need to talk greasy. We need to learn. We need to get these tough topics out. And I got a kickback for it coming up soon, but I need your help. Let me introduce my co-host, being all rude with my announcements, but how are you?
I'm good. This is April Danielle, and everything that Darnell said. Talking Greasy Facebook group is lit. We got a kickback coming up. It's going to be lit. Yes, and vote for us for the Cosign 2019 awards. I've been posting and all that good stuff. We'll put the links in our bio and all that good stuff. So thank y'all.
All right, thank you so much. But let me not be rude to my guests. Let me start this way with the ladies and go from there. Introduce yourself.
Hello, I am Jay, straight out of Dallas.
Okay.
And I am Khay from West Dallas.
All right, I see you.
All right, Bruce LeeRoy from North Dallas.
All right, with the bass.
That's how Barry White.
Man, say.
And I am Jasmine, and I am from South Dallas.
Okay. Man, you can tell Bruce got kids the way he be talking. I mean, I bet he be like, you can have your panties off or off.
You ready for him to go back to school? Like they.
Really? Daddy need a break too.
Look at him refer to. He just depressed. He's sad.
Summertime was rough on me.
Man, it was a hot girl summer, but child support was even hotter. For real.
Hey.
Not my boy Bruce.
Not my boy. My dad.
Game.
Hey, man. Hey.
That wouldn't know.
But you know what? That kind of brings us to the question of the week.
Question of the week. Question of the week. Question of the week. What? Question of the week. Question of the week. What? Question of the week. Hey.
The question of the week. Which is harder to bounce back from? Divorce or child support? For the average man or woman, let's hop into this. Which one do you think is harder for the average person to regroup from? Because a lot of people, let's be honest, the family unit is kind of separating or taking, we're making our own rules. So having a family really isn't like lucrative as much as people used to put value on it. So which one has anybody been married and who has kids and had to separate and have to co-parent? Which one did y'all have to do?
I'm a step parent, and I would say from the outside looking in, because I don't get into that shit. But
You smart.
I don't get into that shit. I got my own kids, and that's it. But I would say child support, just from being a step parent, just from being, having a lot of homeboys who are very involved in their kids' life, but mama still want the money. And sometimes it's a win and lose situation. Sometimes it's a win to where the man end up paying less than what they were just offering the mom, and sometimes they end up paying more, and it's making them struggle with their lifestyle that they're trying to uphold, and they might have other kids with a different baby mama that it's hard for them to take care of them because they got to take care of this one they got to pay out this money to. I would say child support. That's just me.
Oh, okay. What about you?
I say it depends on the situation, because if you was married to somebody and they had all this money, and then you gotta go be by yourself, you're gonna be on that corner with that sign like Dwayne Wade, baby mama, talking about you ain't got it.
Yeah, but
so that's hard to bounce back from too. It's her fault.
Yeah.
You wasn't stealing right.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, it'll be harder if she had to pay the
She should
child
secure
support
the bag
he
right.
end up with the kids. So
most of the time, when it comes to marriage, they get to split depending on how long you've been married and stuff like that.
Yeah.
In the state.
In the state, I know it's like 10 years or something like that. So that's why I was thinking it was easier. Child support, some men get caught up in, they don't know where their money going. So
I mean, but that's a fair thing that I want to hear from Bruce and Jazz. Like when it comes to breaking up assets and the kids, that shit can go left real quick. It can go from
it went left for
it can
me.
go it can go from you love this person to fuck them and them kids.
But
So what, did you have a divorce or what?
I didn't have no divorce, but I mean we broke up.
Okay.
at one point in time.
At one point in time.
Did y'all both have children or what? No.
Yeah.
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 Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I mean, me having to deal with everything by myself, I ain't like that. compared to all I know I gotta do is ask for it or go in the wallet. You know, it's different ways you can get your money.
Wow.
Man, so.
Yo,
Say
okay.
less.
Side story, real quick.
I
was in CVS the other day, and this girl said I was just walking past. Side story, real quick. This woman, she was like, "I'm finna get your backpack when I'm finna steal this money from LeeRoy." I said, "Oh, okay."
Bruce, they out here stealing.
Right, so she was at she was at the store with her son, and he was like, "You know, when I'm gonna get my backpack, Mama?" He was like, "I'm finna steal this money from LeeRoy. When you gonna get your backpack when I steal the money?" I was like, "Oh, okay." I just kept walking to I mind my business, but I was like, "Oh," I was like, "So that's what you gotta steal right."
That's called hustling
Okay.
by any means necessary.
Okay.
If we together, I ain't stealing.
Yeah.
That
If we together, I'm not
You
stealing.
taking back your reparations.
If
You understand?
if
If we won, we won.
I got your ass that night.
Wow.
The
Hey,
reparations.
fellas, y'all
That's
listening?
$50.
Fellas, y'all paying attention? Y'all paying attention right
You're
now?
throwing that ass or throwing that
Yeah.
check. It must come with a check.
Jasmine said she gonna ask.
Going to ask.
She said she finna straight steal.
I mean, if you can say yes or no, but me asking is more like I'm just letting you know that
What I'm finna do.
that I need this money.
What's
So
happened
you
to
can say what
me?
you gotta say.
But
What's
you say
happened to
yay
me
or nay.
before
Wow.
is you'll
Wow.
wake
Y'all.
Let's hear from Bruce.
Let's hear
Papa
let's
trying
hear
to tell
from
us
Bruce.
What's happened to me before is you'll wake up and bust a move and realize your wallet's a little lighter than it, and then you'll check your phone and be like, "Yeah, I took about 300." You know what I'm saying? We're like,
Oh,
You shouldn't have asked for
why?
head.
What?
Nah.
First of all, why you got $300 in your wallet?
Lady,
you
about the
know,
bigger
I got my.
ladies, y'all better stop that.
I take
Y'all gonna
coin.
end up shot or something. For real, for
End
real.
up shot.
No.
All right.
I take it out.
All right.
I believe in the
Let's leave it.
right. I believe in the power of the PUSSY. All you gotta say is I'm finna suck your dick up. I'll give you some
Listen,
pussy.
ain't-
They're gonna be like, okay, I'm sorry.
I ain't met a,
You're right.
I ain't met a pussy yet worth over 1,000.
Okay.
Oh, you fucking around.
You ain't filed a police report yet either, have you? On
I'm not.
nobody.
He ain't been
They don't
crying
steal
and
from me.
sucking his thumb to
That don't
sleep.
steal from me.
Okay.
It's not really stealing. Like if you know,
You're not gonna do that.
These are
You're not gonna do that.
Nah, it's still-
You're not
This
gonna
is a
do
committed
that.
relationship we talking about. I'm committed to giving this up, and you committed to giving me what I asked for.
It'd be different if
Voluntarily?
we had a joint account.
Involuntarily.
See?
Joint account, it is.
It'd be different. No, my wallet is my account
No, it
Thank
ain't.
you.
No.
because I can't do the same to you.
yes, you can.
You might. Niggas
I've
steal.
been in relationships.
First
you
of
can do
all,
the same thing. I
niggas
give
steal.
you the same respect.
When
that
you
give
staying
me.
in my house and you ain't got
See?
no job, you stealing from me.
Oh.
You stealing a space in my bed. Space on my couch.
You can claim me as a
Nigga
dependent.
stealing.
Clapback season.
You ain't daddy, you
Right.
my son, nigga.
Oh, not the Zun.
So
not Zaddy, but
when you
Zun.
want that nickel bag and I gotta give you that money, I don't care what kind of deal you done gave me, I'm still gonna write that off.
My man,
I
my
gotta
man get
remember.
mad. He get more mad that I steal his change out his car than me taking
Me
out his wallet.
too. You took the quarters.
I'm on the
nigga.
quarters. What? Vending machine or something.
They don't
Right.
use dimes
He get
at the
more mad
car
at that.
wash.
He be wanting that 20,
Ain't-
that 12-ounce can of soda.
Bruce, ain't nothing worse than giving a girl a 20. Say, go on the store, give me a bottle of water, and you don't bring me back my change. My bottle of water was 89 cents.
Well, generally,
where
Can
the
I
other
got
18
something?
go?
Of course.
Where the other 18
If
go?
you wanted your
I'ma
change, you would have went and got your own
I'm gonna
bottle
tell
of
you
water.
like this. A chick told me
While
one
you were
time
pumping
if
my
I had
gas, now I know what I'm paying for.
a chick told me one time if I need change back, I'm the wrong nigga she need to be with. So, like,
So now he give you exact.
so now I just give out dollars.
Right.
I'm
She
the
was
type,
right.
you give me 20 to go into the store. I'm gonna go into the store and be like, "Can you cash out me an extra 10 because I picked up some extra stuff."
Oh, look at you.
I'm the type that go to the
Don't
register
send
and
me
tell
no
them, hold on, I'll be right back.
That's
No,
smart.
These new savage women know they ain't going through your phone checking emails and text messages and social media.
They
going through
cash
your
apping and
Cash App.
memoing. Right.
They cash.
Why be hurt?
Why are you telling on
It affected
us?
my ability to sleep at
Why
night.
be hurt? Why be
Why ruin my day
crying?
like that?
Right. Why ask you questions when I can just cash app me some money?
I had a dude tell me, "You gonna ruin your day, or we could go have dinner." Like, what you want? And I was like, you know what? You got a point.
What
Wow.
was it?
So let's go have dinner.
We were gonna do that anyway. You gotta eat.
I would say I'm gonna ruin your day and we gonna have dinner.
So,
Well,
let me ask you because you are divorced. So let me ask you something. As far as from your perspective and with your legal background, as far as divorce or child support, which one do you think it rocks somebody more financially, spiritually, emotionally, the whole package?
I'm gonna go with the divorce because generally with the divorce, child support is included. And generally, when you have a divorce, there is one party who still loves the other person, so they make it hell. And I know I worked for a family law firm for 2 years when I was in law school, and family law attorneys, I just want to say, like, off docket, they need the most protection. So, like, when we, like, go through training or whatever and they talk to you about family law, they tell you want to have some type of protection. Because when it comes to people's money, like, they ready to shoot them up. So you have one person that still loves the other person.
Oh, you mean like actual protection?
Like actual protection. Because, I mean, you have people that where she spoke about it, like, earlier, you know, you dividing up assets and we've been together this long and you have...
And lift that mic.
Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all know I'm small. You have one person that's trying to take something from the other one. So generally, you have the person who wants it all and the person that doesn't want to give anything. My divorce was amicable for the most part, but it's still something emotional to go through. So I would say divorce because, I mean, I can always get my money back. I can go make that back.
You know what? Because I don't have any children, but I would love to just send a donation to my child and just come visit when I feel like it on a
I got a kid.
That's so horrible.
And child support
to just visit when you feel like and send a donation. But other than being a father,
child support is technically, child support is 20%. So when you think about it, 20% is, it's niggas out. Can I cuss? I'm sorry.
Yeah, girl.
It's niggas out here paying
pussy,
like
whatever,
$300 a month in child support. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do with $300? Like, I just spent that on uniforms. I just spent that on groceries. I'm putting $300 on the lunch account. So, like, what am I gonna do with $300?
But what if he only making like $500 a month?
That don't got shit. But I'm saying, a lot of dudes are though.
A lot of the average.
They are.
The average income for a black man is, I think it's like 30. It's anywhere from 32,000 to 40.
So 20%.
Are they not including the millionaires and shit?
That's everybody.
No,
that's black men. That's everybody.
Black men in general, they're not making that much.
So 20% of that is not shit.
Pretty much.
That's true.
I'm gonna say they're not making that much that we know of. That's not documented.
That's the tax legal. That's the tax legal, right?
Well,
that's the tax legal money. Like, look here. I know you done sold this many dime bags this week. No,
we had a client before to where her baby daddy actually started selling cars and books, but he had his friends set up a cash app for him, so he was getting the money through the friend's cash app.
Cash App only allow you to sell so much. Send so much a day.
They were, girl.
Through his friend's account?
He was having people pay him through the friend's Cash App. So people were
so
sending
it
money
wasn't
to the friend.
documented. Okay.
Right. So we looked on Facebook and find out that he was selling like books and cars, like whatever. He was doing all kind of stuff. And
he wasn't doing all kind of stuff. He was whitewashing his money the same way motherfucking Jonathan do in HR.
Well, he is, but
that's whitewashing. That's all he
you doing this shit not to pay child support.
Yeah, and they do too.
Well, that's true. So the government doesn't take So the government can't tell them what you making, what you're doing. Exactly, that's true.
Yeah.
Hey man, it's around about that time for that break. When look. We gotta take a break, people. When is love too expensive to have, and will you break up your family to get your own happiness? On Talking Greasy.
This episode is brought to you by Audible. Get a free audiobook download and a 30-day free trial at audibletrial.com/greasy. There you'll have access to over 180,000 titles right from your smartphone.
Y'all niggas is lying. It's time to talk that shit.
And we are back to the. It's time for the Talk That Talk section. All right, let's before we talk about the babies and the divorce and all that. What mentally, where do you have to be at to stay in an unhappy relationship?
Mentally?
Yes, mentally. What type of people or what's got to be going on in your life for you to stay in a situation that's bad for you?
You have to be desperate.
Or really young.
Or comfortable.
Yeah.
Or what if you took those vows?
Fuck
God.
Fuck them.
Okay, so when you get to heaven, you gonna tell God, "Fuck you."
I think God understands certain situations. I really do.
Because he understand when Tina was getting her ass beat
There's so many people saying, but like, okay.
Listen, no shade. I'm not gonna bring God into my vows. Yes, I want the Most High to bless me, but let's keep it real. At the end of the day, I'm gonna do what I want to. I'm gonna give her abortion money. I'm gonna get drunk. I'm gonna have sex before marriage. I'm gonna eat this cake out of this girl's ass.
If that's before marriage,
nothing.
If that's before marriage, though, God's not in it.
That's before vows, yeah.
Right, that's before vows. So what after vows? So you still doing all that after the vows?
Once you make those vows, that's when God get into it.
I mean, the average.
My inbox too is full of married men.
Well,
when you make them vows, you can make cake out of random bitches' asses.
Man, true. But let's get back to the dating, dating phase. When you're in the dating phase, you meet these people, you're having a good time. What is it about when you tell somebody, I care about you, I love you, or you're in a serious relationship? What about that or marriage or kids just switches the whole relationship automatically? Because it goes from y'all have fun, y'all fun little date nights, y'all connecting, but when bills hit, when obligation hit, when things are on paper and things are on the table, it seems like a lot of people fold. What happened?
Because you were married, right?
Right.
So what happened?
Well, I know when the kid came, so I was pregnant before we got married. Mm-hmm. So we were together almost a year when I got pregnant. And it's just it's all about that person. It's like for the year, like it's all about me. It's all about you. We had bills, we lived together, but we didn't have that many. It was about both of us. But at the same time, you could go out when you want to go out. You could do what you want to do. I do what I want to do, whatever. But it's when you have that baby, it's like, okay. And I had a C-section, so I was in the bed for like 3 months. And then I breastfed on top of that, so my baby had to be on top of me. So it's like, well, you still getting up and going out and doing what you want to do, going where you want to go. Hey. But I'm fucking here. So if I got to be here, you need to be here too.
No, man.
And then,
no.
see?
No.
Bruce, I'm about to
No, you
see,
cannot.
that's what's wrong.
That is unfair.
That's what's wrong. You had that kid too.
That's unfair for you to get up.
Right.
Whoa. We over talking to each other.
I'm sorry.
Let Bruce have it. Let Jasmine have it. I'll have it.
I went through that in my last relationship. She felt like when she was pregnant, I was out doing my thing.
That's why you got broke up with.
And I was. That's not why we broke up. But
we got to jump on Bruce.
Hey, I'm outnumbered all the time. But anyway, honestly, like I get what you're saying. It can seem a little selfish or whatever the case may be. But as soon as that time comes where you can get out the house and all that move, did he allow you to do that?
No, that was the problem. There was never then sometimes I was like, can you just stay in with me? Or take us somewhere.
Oh, well, that's different.
So I don't think it's fair. And then at the same time, like I had online classes. So I was still in school trying to finish my degree, and then like I was breastfeeding too. So it wasn't even like I could just jump up and go, but stay in with me.
So you was married, breastfeeding, just had a baby, in school, and he was still doing his thing and
running the streets. And it wasn't a intentional thing. It was just that's what you're used to doing. So I kind of think, to go back to Broderick's question, that's where stuff starts to go wrong because like babies change things and they change things abruptly, and it's hard and I don't want to like make it sound like I'm coming down on a man or anything like that, but as women it's like I'm not. She's talking about
her specific situation.
No, I'm saying we naturally.
We did. You on the mic.
I naturally don't have a choice but to slow down my life because I'm carrying I have to do this. Like I'm
because
the one
if she was doing the same thing that he was doing, then she's a fucking woman. She's
or CPS was gonna be on my ass because the baby.
She ain't shit mother. Why you ain't home with your mother with your kid? But men can do it, and it's okay. But you gotta give him his freedom. He needs autonomy. Fuck your autonomy.
I did it because it felt like I needed a distraction. You know what I'm saying? Because
from what?
Being a step parent, being the stress of a new relationship, the timetable was crazy. I don't have to get into all of that. You know what I'm saying? Having a child at the age that I was, you know what I'm saying? No patience dealing with all that. You know what I'm saying? Finances.
What you think she dealing with though?
I'm just thinking for me, and like I said, that was inconsiderate on my behalf and of course his behalf. Not to say that it's right, but it happens.
But you know what? That goes to the point I was trying to save up. Yes, you're going through all that, and yes, men, we should be more supportive of that. But one thing I hate that some women don't really take the time is they don't notice that they man need a break. Like Like sometimes, let me finish.
Let me put some Jesus in it.
Y'all had y'all time. It's mine. Like we understand that you're going through that, the C-section and all that, but we're the ones. If we are being that man in the role, we got to help pay for that. We got to help support that, and that can be a lot. House, family, all that on your shoulders. Because if you fall, you taking the brunt of the disappointment and failure, and you can risk losing your family. So sometimes it is a stressful thing, and I think men don't always get that moment to decompress, like and women too. But so that's all I'm saying.
I think that
true.
We
You're like, I know you got.
Because I'm in a relationship. We will be married next year. We've been together for 11 years.
Okay.
We got 3 children. We got a son that's 7, and we have twins who will be 2
Oh,
in
wow.
November.
Okay.
I had a C-section too, and now I can say that he was there. You know, he didn't go out because he know I don't play that shit. I'm gonna follow your ass wherever you are, and you know that C-section was hard to heal from, and I would have found a way. Yeah. But women, we don't get a break, and this is not the 1930s where we at home and just being a mama and we got full-time jobs, we're full-time mothers, we're full-time soccer moms with our asses being at work. So I'm the one to hear shit about you need a break because I ain't got a break in a long. I ain't got a break since I've had a child. Or in 7 years I ain't had a break. I had a break since college.
Well,
I don't know the last time I done been out without my man, with just my friends.
Well, with that being said, shouldn't we let each other off the hook and give each other their own little time?
We should.
Exactly.
Okay, that's where communication come in.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because if you feeling like this and I'm feeling like this and don't nobody know that each other feeling like that, so now we both just mad for nothing.
And I'm an extrovert, so I voice it. But
I'm the same way. I'm gonna tell you,
right, in Vegas, and I'm probably gonna be. I'm gonna be out there without my man and my children, but I'm probably gonna be asleep. Because we be tired. We want to be sleep. Like when we do get a break, we sleep.
Yeah, right.
And we still.
I think my man heard this because he be tripping when I be sleep.
So we still worried about our family and our kids.
I completely agree with you. On vacation anywhere.
We still calling, hey, did you do this for this?
Right. You still worried. It's still in the back of your head.
You still can't tap out of reality.
Okay.
But y'all asses, when y'all be gone, y'all be gone.
I don't think men get to live in a place that's not reality. At least with ladies, you have room to be hopeful.
Disagree.
To be
Y'all live in fantasy all day, every day.
Well, let me finish.
Yeah, elaborate. I want to hear.
Because I mean, like, I don't know, like with a relationship, women come in a little bit hopeful. Men come in there with like, okay, this is what I'm gonna have to do to keep this. It like relationships don't even feel like relationships all the time. It feel more like
another job.
Thank you.
Relationships are a job, though. Relationships are work. Relationships are a full-time job. So you are absolutely correct. But men.
Well, let me flip it on. I'll flip it on you. If you say that, do you respect that most men don't want to be in relationships or be serious ever?
I want you to let me know that before we even.
Right. So why enter into a relationship if you're not serious and you don't want to be in it?
That right there.
I completely respect the man not wanting to be in a relationship. But if you don't want to be in a relationship, you need to stay far the fuck away from me. That's period. Like, let me know that. And all the ladies in here have agreed to that.
You have women.
What is that Bob Marley? What's the Bob Marley quote? The worst thing is to do to awaken a woman's love and not be serious about it. Like, why? Why would you go into the relationship if you weren't going to be serious about it? If you weren't ready?
Because men act like they don't see the signs of when somebody is trying to take them serious. They play crazy.
We don't.
And y'all will milk a woman,
but y'all will go and ask your friend to tell you, oh, she feeling you. You know, she want to be with you.
She motherfucker, ask me.
You, we're women.
Because you know we put our friends up to do it, and you know they come back and tell.
But at the end of the day, I think it's one-sided. Like, y'all act like women don't do the same thing.
They do. She just said that.
That's what I'm saying.
So y'all need to find each other.
But I'm saying,
not
like,
be shit together.
Ain't shit woman, ain't shit men get together. Y'all be ain't shit together.
Let's not do that. Not wanting to be in a serious relationship or marriage, especially with people who've failed at relationships with their child's parents, people who's failed at marriages. You cannot sit up and say they ain't shit for wanting to stay away from you.
That's not what we're saying.
I don't feel
y'all ain't shit.
I don't feel that they ain't shit. I just feel like if that's what you on, then good for you. And, you know, keep that shit over there until you ready to do whatever it is you're going to do. Because I feel like at some point, everybody wants somebody. So until you feel like you ready for that person or you ready to put yourself out there, then keep doing you. No, don't stop.
But you know what?
Get it.
I don't know if it's just I don't know if it's just me or if it's a guy thing, but probably just a me thing. I don't feel like the worth is worth it for a full relationship all the time, cause it's just like you came into it like, if you don't want what I want, X, Y, and Z, we can't have this relationship. When there's like no middle, like with guys, it's like I want this, I'm here. Well, maybe not all, cause you know some people, men and women, aren't upfront with their agenda, but on average. The reason why guys really don't put emotional investments in it, because we see it fail all the time. And I've been a side nigga on accident.
I've been a side bitch on accident and purpose.
Yeah.
I mean, if we being honest,
that's why I said
Shame on
and
y'all.
on purpose.
I've been a side bitch on purpose.
With the same man.
So if you don't see it's worth it, then why are you entering into the relationship or the situation?
I mean,
things change.
No,
yeah, people
exactly.
change. See, I ain't gonna always say that I agree with every woman on everything. I mean, when I feel you, I feel you. When I don't, I won't. So when he say, you know, a guy want this or that in a woman, she have concrete ideas of what it is that she want. I'm cool with that. Sometimes you can show me better. Maybe I don't really know what I want because we all think we got it together, and then you show me better. Fine,
that's true.
We move that way. But if not, now I don't see you progressing in no kind of way. That's when you become ain't shit. Okay. That's when you need to get it together, and that's when you might realize that, damn, I don't want to be with this bitch.
I don't even. Is fucked up as my views on women used to be. I kind of moved away from that. I moved away from that and just started putting people in their appropriate boxes. Like if I'm a saver and you a spender, that don't mix. If you about family and I'm about, you know, let me finish. If me and you are just want to be entrepreneurs and that's it, that's no room for family. For like our own family. And if you want to be polyamorous, I want to be monogamous. It's just I just put people in boxes, and certain boxes can't make one. And that's what it is.
You have to be equally yoked.
So can I ask something?
Yes,
that's biblical. That's bringing the Bible into it.
That's when the Bible's bringing.
Yeah, right. The Bible y'all never read. Yeah.
So relationships are partnerships. It's like okay, Bruce. You talking about relationships are partnerships. Like you have to work together. And my ex-husband would always say communication is key. But I think that you have to communicate up front what it's about. And that's one reason that I like the podcast is because you always bring these difficult conversations to the table. And these are conversations that need to be had that we don't have before. And so it's not something I used to do when I'm younger, but as I've gotten older, before I jump into bed with somebody, before our first conversation, I need to know, are you a saver? Are you a spender? What are your goals? What do you want to do?
Damn, so that
you so right. You ask all that before you sleep with me to know, because no matter how much birth control I'm on, no matter how many condoms, whatever, if we mess around and I slip up and get pregnant, I'm stuck with you. And I need to know what I'm getting myself into. But because,
but it ain't gonna always be the truth.
It's not, but you can't say that.
Because I've been lied so many
she
times.
True, because one girl I went on a date with, she said, I'm telling you right now, if you accidentally get me pregnant, I'm aborting it. I said, cool.
It's stuff that you have to talk about up front.
I was like,
he was okay with that. He wants
Even
that.
if a guy is gonna lie about it, whenever we down the line, you can't say that I didn't warn you up
That's
front.
true.
You cannot say that. So then when we in court and you pissed off because I'm digging into your ass, and I do not believe in putting men on child support if they're doing what they're supposed to do, just a precursor. But when we're in court and I'm digging into your ass, you can't be mad because you set yourself up for this. But I'm a spender, so I know I need to be with a man that's a saver because he's gonna balance me out. I can be hot-headed, I talk a lot, I pop off, so I know I need to be with a man that's gonna be calm. So these
yin
are
and yang. I'm the same way. I need somebody to balance me. We don't have to be the same. I need somebody to balance me. Right?
We have to talk about this stuff.
That's real because me and my husband the same. We both
but you have to have these conversations.
Leo gang.
I'm a Capricorn.
Both Leo, so it's 2 fire signs.
Stop.
I've always wanted to date a Leo. well, Leo like me. Okay, but anyway.
We either
Yeah.
good or we bad. It's never in between.
No in between.
Exactly. I've been trying to tell people that there's no gray area with us.
Ain't no gray area.
Ain't no gray area, Leos. Okay, but
I got cussed out by one yesterday.
Well, let me move on. We talked about the relationship. We got into the marriage phase. But let's be honest. Most people will never make it to the marriage phase on average. We're looking at maybe 30-40% of the black population will be married, and there's women right now who haven't even had their first marriage yet.
In the state of Texas, if you live with that nigga for 6 months, y'all married.
Coming.
not all the way. Common law.
Y'all better not share that lease.
I don't live with nobody.
But anyway, like I'm saying, weird question. Why are people more willing to have a baby with somebody before even throwing marriage into the conversation?
Because generally babies come on accident.
I about to say babies' mistakes.
I don't think it's
You
a
be
willing.
getting it in.
There's no
It's very-
willing
And when it's good,
But my thing is that if you're sleeping with this person unprotected, you know the risk.
of having a baby.
Exactly.
Who said it was unprotected?
Exactly.
But honestly, though, how many times?
You need to go to my gynecologist because she fail proof.
Because I
Let's just be honest and ask an
Control
upfront
at
question.
100%.
No.
How many times have you had, and this goes to your question, how many times have you had unprotected sex with somebody, you didn't pull out, and you didn't get pregnant?
My husband,
100% of the
That's
time.
right. So it's
Because
like,
I'm not pregnant and I don't have
finally
kids.
get pregnant. You be
And I have
like,
unprotected sex.
goddamn, I got caught slipping.
But you know what? Let me tell y'all this shit. Because I told my husband when we got pregnant with the twins. I know the exact night we got pregnant because I told him pull out. You know, I have an ovulation calendar, and he's one of the people that be like, that shit ain't real.
It
got you
is.
for the
It's
two
real.
kids.
This shit, no.
I know
This
when
shit,
I'm
no.
ovulating.
And so
Yep.
I always go. When we have
That's when
sex
I really
a
like
little bit,
your
a little after
I
my
know.
cycle. I be like, baby, pull out because I'm still ovulating. And
Right.
I'm close to my fertility time period. And I
shit
don't want to
don't
get
work.
pregnant.
Yes, it does.
Oh, no. Let me tell you
Pulling out
something.
don't work, but
Because
the ovulation does.
that night,
calendar bullshit.
we had that conversation probably that same week about all that calendar ain't shit, it ain't work. Okay,
They don't.
that night we got drunk after my sister's party. I was bartending on the party. Got drunk at
always
the
at
party.
the party.
Got it in. I'm like, baby, get up. He's like, no, you
Now,
can't
at the
take this.
When you drunk, ain't no getting up.
Baby, get up. And that's when the baby happened. He didn't
Exactly.
want to get up. We got pregnant with twins that night, and I knew because I was
This
like,
nigga mass
I'm
shooter.
pregnant.
Not only did y'all get pregnant with
we-
twins, y'all got pregnant with fraternal twins.
Fraternal twins. So that's two different pregnancies in one. If you don't know what fraternal
Right.
twins are.
You-
So then 4 weeks later,
He go, psh,
I wasn't surprised my cycle didn't come because I had already been expecting.
Right, you knew.
Because I told you my damn goddamn fertility calendar
Ovulation
said
was
I'm gonna be
coming.
pregnant.
But that's on both.
And it said I was gonna be pregnant with girls, and I got 2 girls. That shit was all
I
accurate for me.
believe that the ovulation calendar is
Damn show, my
Because I
period
have
didn't
a
come
3-year-old.
Thursday. He said, but let's wait and see. Second day, my period is always on time. When that fertility calendar say my period come, it come.
It come.
Okay.
Yeah.
It didn't come. Second,
Same
third,
day.
fourth. I said, I'm just gonna go and take a pregnancy test. Took 3. Pregnant. I said, well, I told you to pull out.
Well, okay.
I told you.
Okay,
So.
the one other thing, then I'll ask the question. At the Talking Greasy meetup, I don't need no pregnancy stories afterwards. I'm
Anybody else does at the meetup.
I'm shooting blanks, baby.
I don't play
Well, I
that
know
shit.
after the meetup, I was
The pull out always worked for us
till it don't.
until he didn't
until
want
it
to.
didn't.
Right.
Right.
But he
And
didn't
that's
want
the answer to your question. As to,
We was
Okay.
stuck in the covers. That's how I got pregnant.
You said what?
We was stuck in the covers.
That was
We were rolling around and shit. We didn't stop watching white
y'all
folks
got
movies.
tangled.
I was stuck like 2 pit bulls.
But
Was
okay, the kids are here. It's time to be parents. What's the number one mistake you see some people make when it comes to co-parenting or not keeping their family together to possibly give these kids a family unit?
not
What breaks it?
responsibility.
Okay.
First off, establishing a family is different than having a kid with somebody.
Oh, okay. Let's talk
So
about it. Let's talk about it.
True.
co-parenting is a whole nother ball game. Secondly, everybody parents differently. So y'all have to get on one accord, and that could be difficult depending on the situation. Because if I just met April and we fuck at the Future concert, she get pregnant, we not talking
At the
about.
Future concert?
At
You know
the
what
Future
I'm saying?
concert, not
Hey.
after.
Crazy world we
Everybody
live
want to
in.
have
You know what I'm
recess.
We went
You know,
down at the
hey,
Future.
I got the shot though.
March Madness came on. That was my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Not during March Madness.
I got the
But, for real, but
That
got
dirty
the shot.
Sprite too.
Up and make it real for me.
56 seconds, not nights. You know
Oh
what
my
I'm saying?
God.
But,
Stop.
What is this?
Wait a minute, 56 seconds.
Stop.
we had a concert.
It's not even worth the
We had a concert. What I'm supposed to do? You
March
expect,
Madness ain't
You
even
gotta
went off
hurry up.
you
yet.
expect me to make love? You know what I'm saying?
I expect you to last longer than March
Bang,
Madness.
bang. That's all that. Bang, bang.
You know what I'm saying? I'm shooting blanks, baby. No, but seriously. So
He takes pride in
we're
that.
not talking about the fact. You damn right. So we're not talking about the fact that we're gonna have babies and all this. This happened. So now we have to just on the fly. We have to go and
Figure it out.
yeah, basically at the spur of the moment type thing.
Well,
and
a lot of
that
women-
makes it difficult.
A lot of women know that these men not trying to be with them. I'm gonna just be real and speak on this.
that's
They
true.
know, we know. And having a baby,
Let's talk about-
especially when you a certified side bitch and you know it from your soul. You know that you with him and you know he got a bitch at the house, but you gonna take pride in being pregnant and make your way downtown to that bitch house. Like you know for sure that he ain't trying to be with you. But then your first thing is, I ain't going nowhere. Yeah, but what kind of family are you gonna provide for your child? Because it's not gonna be a mama, daddy, mama, real daddy, baby in the house. It's gonna be whatever you choose to have because he don't even know your last name. And then you expect, just because you got emotions don't mean he got emotions. So what you finna expect from this man? Y'all can't be no family. He not even trying to halfway give it to you. But in your head, for some reason, that's why I say you gotta be a little young and a little dumb to feel that that's gonna work. Because as a grown up, you like, hell no, we fucked up.
Well, let me ask you this question: when it comes to children and all that, and it's time to child support and everything else, why do women feel as if they're the more better suited person for the child majority of the time? Not all.
Because
I'ma
we
just say
we
this.
carried that child for 9 months.
I don't care about that.
It's the
I'ma
maternal
say this.
instincts. They're nurturing.
If me and my man break up, I'm the daddy because that baby going with him. I'm not. No, it's my turn. I'm
Really?
sitting, yes.
Hold on, listen.
He finna be 10. I did my part. He is old enough to go and survive with his dad. And if I didn't feel like that man was capable of raising my son in a good way, then I
You
wouldn't
wouldn't do
send
it,
him with
right.
him. If he got more money than me, for real, he got more opportunities than I can give. I got love, I got nurturing. He can come over my house. Women know how to get it in during the week. I can do that and have my baby on the weekend. See, a man need his
Cold
weekend.
So it's what's
I'm
best for
gonna
the child.
That's what's best for the child
Yeah.
because that's a hero. I'm mama. His daddy, his hero.
And
I'm sending him right on that way.
I can second that because like when my son is 7, but I feel like your son about to be 10 or close to 10. I would do the same thing because I can't teach my
him
son
how to be
no
a man. Exactly.
Now my daughters, they gonna stay with me because
Okay.
Oh
with
yeah.
ladies, I can teach you how to be a woman. However, daddy still needs to be in the picture just as 100% as I am gonna be in my son.
Yeah, but you know what,
100%. And I also
buy
feel
my
because I
baby
had
no
this debate with
diapers.
somebody on
Somebody
Facebook.
period started.
That I feel like whoever is more fit to be with the parent, and whether it's if your issue is financial and the daddy is more financially stable, then maybe your children need to go with
Exactly.
the daddy
Yeah.
who's more financially stable than you are.
And my
so you can get on your feet.
And my thing is, I respect that, and I respect that you ladies said that. I'm gonna go to Jasmine. I respect that you guys at least see that. What the child needs. A lot of people. I'm not even gonna say women. I'm just gonna say people. When it comes to the child, they think what they know is best. Let's get it done. Let's handle it my way, and so the child will be great. Like I respect what you just said because the average woman wouldn't be like, okay, my son about to go to middle school. They need a man now. They don't need the hugs and the
my
kisses.
baby
It's
mama don't
man.
They need
It's man.
to learn to be a man.
Yeah. So
He knows.
They need their dad.
What happened?
what are your thoughts on do you feel like, hypothetically speaking, why do mothers feel like they're the more stable parent more often than not all the time?
Okay. So first, I will say that I guess it goes back to what I was kind of saying at first. So we're like, I'm laid up with this child at home and you can go out and do what you want to do. And then, I mean, studies show, it's not just me talking shit, women mature faster than men do. And so it's a lot of things that even with, because I mean, I have brothers, and you know, like I said, I've been married, I have a child. There are a lot of things that I think about that I consider that, I mean, men don't even think about. And I mean, it can be something, just you having a dime bag of weed in the car. I don't smoke, so I'm just guessing it's like a small amount of weed. You have a dime bag of weed in the car. You get pulled over. You got the child in the car. The cop's an asshole. It's a Friday night. You got a child. You go to jail. My child goes to CPS. My child's is somebody who don't give a fuck about them for the weekend. Anything happens. I can't see a judge until more likely Tuesday morning. Then I got to get character witnesses to get my child back. Those are things that like women think about that men don't think about. And men are like, that's not going to happen. That's extreme. And I mean, I know that's like an extreme case, but women think about and consider a lot more things that I think that men just don't think about.
I agree, because a lot of men aren't proactive.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
But I will say now the state of Texas is going away from, because it used to be written in the laws like that. So where if you separated, the woman got custody of the child. So yeah, that was taken out. And so now that's why you have so many fathers' rights groups.
Because I know a lot of daddies who single daddies.
Yeah, that's why, and they've started that. There's a lot of funding that goes towards that for getting fathers equal rights for men who want to have custody of their child. So we're progressing, going more towards that. But to answer your question, that's kind of why I think that's what women think.
Okay. We got 2 more questions and then we're gonna wrap it up.
And can I answer your original question?
Go ahead. Why not?
You said where things go wrong in marriages, like after the kids come. I think a big place where we go wrong is wanting to stay together just because you have a child. And you stand together in an unhealthy environment just because you have a kid fucks your kid up way more than you separating. Or you pretend to be happy and you have these kids that grow up thinking that their parents have been in this happy and everything is good, and all of a sudden the kids are 19 and mom and dad split and their life is falling. Like, that fucks your kid up way more than you just saying, okay, the kids are 3 and 4, we not working, let's split and just love them equally from where we are.
One last question for you specifically, then we're gonna move on to our last 2 questions. What do you think on his end and on your end could have saved the marriage?
Oh, head. No, I'm just playing.
Honestly, I don't really think at the time it would have been anything. I was really young. He's older than me, so I was really young.
I need the age.
So there's an 11-year age difference. So when we got together, I was 20. So you know all the growing that you do in your 20s. And I mean, I'm still not 30. I'm still growing, of course. But you do so much grow. And then going to college changes you. Then I had a baby in college. I left college and then I went to law school. That changes you like a lot. So it's I'm still trying to figure out who I am. And I was still changing and trying to figure it out. And I mean, when we got together, he was 31. So you who you gonna be. You've lived your 20s. You've lived your life. You know who you are. And so I've just changed and grown into somebody who was different than who I was when I was 20. And shit that was acceptable to me when I was 20 that you were doing is not acceptable now. And it's not fair for me to say, well, you need to change this and you need to stop doing this and this and this, because this is what you was doing this when I met you. You're going to do this. So I don't want you to change for me because that's not fair to you.
Okay.
Is it?
I don't think it's.
I mean, you just matured though. Like,
yeah,
you grew up, became a woman.
Not necessarily changed for you, but he got married. He had a child within that. He's not going to change his DNA, his you know, inherent personality. But there's certain things you do as a woman, as a man, when responsibilities come, you see and you change.
But let's be real. He got with a 20-year-old. You
31.
can mold that mind,
right? And
you to be who I want to be.
I don't think that's what he thought. He lived a different life. So even though he was older than me, he had only been in one serious relationship before me. So he didn't even really have a lot of relationship experience. But I mean, he has matured and grown up. But you have to learn the difference between character traits and just things that you can mature out of.
Right.
So this is just who you are, and I can't ask you to change for me because that's
so a lot of what
unfair.
he had was character traits that weren't
Right, that's
change.
just who you are as a person.
Okay.
Especially
well,
at 31.
let's get to our last two questions. Before we wrap it up, let me ask, since the kids are here and you're engaged, you're in a relationship. Okay, single. All right.
First of all, you don't know if I'm single. No, I'm just saying.
She's single with the shot.
Single.
So with that being said, let's talk about the aftermath. After the divorce, after the breakup with the child's parent, how hard is dating, regrouping, having money for yourself, peace of mind? Tell me a short answer about that process. For anybody who want to answer.
I'm not even there yet, so I have like fear, not about like the actual dating process, like meeting somebody, but I'm really, and I've talked to my friends about it. And feel free to chime in if y'all have any advice, because I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. But it's just like
Is the divorce fresh?
Yeah, it's very fresh. But even
Hey, you gotta take your time.
well, no, like I'm not talking about dating right now, but I just like even.
Can I have a timetable if you don't mind?
I would say like maybe in about a year or so.
No, I'm saying like how long have you been divorced?
So the divorce was just finalized about a month and a half ago. But the divorce has been pending for almost 2 years. So it's
have y'all been separated that whole time?
Off and on.
Okay.
So it's
Can't
just
give up
it's been
that-
a lot going on.
Get that ass up, trying to get away from him.
we got
Make it a little hard.
Well, since you here,
But it make it hard.
We got
Spread the leg.
Like, look, baby, I just
you familiar dick. You know,
I just worry about
But that's a problem
like.
though.
Well, no, it definitely is.
Yeah.
I have
You gotta learn that over and under rule. To get over, you gotta get under something new. So
So I have a classmate who she started to date, and she dated a guy, and she thought it was serious. They dated for maybe like 2 years or so. So she introduced him to her daughter and had him around her daughter, and then they broke up. And so now she's with somebody else, and they've been together going on 2 or 3 years. And, you know, everything is good now. So she's in that phase of introducing him to the daughter and the family. And so I always have that thought of, well, what if I'm with somebody and everything is good and we break up and now my kid is attached to you?
yeah,
So
but your
that's-
kid was attached to their parent too, and then y'all broke up.
Right, but
So it's a part of getting them to understand that I'm dating, and if they too little, they too little. But if they're old enough to know, then you know things gonna happen.
Right.
People not gonna always be together. They're not gonna always last. And if y'all was together 2 years and then break up, I mean, I don't know, but from past experience, the guy always try to keep a connection with the kid if it was real. They don't have to, but you know.
I just like, cause I was like, I joke with my friends. The next person that meets my daughter, I'm like, we'll be like walking down the aisle. And I kind of feel like I want it to be, but then at the same time, if you have kids and you can't click with my kid, you gotta go.
What happened if your kid meet them and
That's
they
what
like, I don't like them?
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I was like, I gotta
Or they not like
rethink
your
that
kid.
but my thing is, and the reason why I asked that question was because at the end of the day, when you have to regroup, it's different than regrouping, and you got like another person in that equation. So like, it's with you ladies, and then I'm gonna ask the last question. Like, when is it like, how do y'all date, have sex, and kind of make sure that those two entities never meet till it's time? Like never.
What entity?
Well, I want
Like
to
the child who you're dating, who you're
coming from
sleeping
a
with.
single.
Like, how do you keep? Okay.
Coming from a single point of view, is the age that I am, most of the dudes that I date are, to be honest, have children, child or children.
Definitely.
What'd you say?
Definitely.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm not that girl. I'm not that woman to be like, oh, I want to meet. I'm definitely not that person. Like, until we're serious, or you decide we're serious, or we both decide we're serious, I don't want to meet your child either, because I know how that is. Because I don't have children myself. I've never been married, but I do have a nephew, a niece on the way, and I was in a long-term relationship for a while, and my nephew still considers my ex, his uncle. You know, and so it's I know how impressionable those relationships can be. Yeah. Like, so once you meet a child and you're in their life daily all the time, they're looking at you like, oh, you know, like that's TT or that's auntie or uncle or whatever. And you know, it's hard for kids to separate that because they don't know.
Yeah.
You know what
let me ask this last question because Dennis got to go.
Under the bus.
At what point in a relationship, married with kids, whatever, what if you just want to end it all in your family, you know, get your kid, put your kids in the proper household? Like, is that hella selfish of you to have the marriage, have the relationship, but nothing's wrong with it, but you just tired of being dad, you're tired of being mom, you just want the relationship to end so maybe you can find yourself, maybe you can get to a little bit closer to happiness? Is that selfish, or
I
is
feel
that,
like
or could that be done in a healthy way?
It can definitely be done in a healthy way.
I think it could be done in a healthy way, and I also think it takes careful planning because what the worst thing you could do is stay in this shit and you don't want to be here because now you're gonna make everything sour. So if you're ready to wrap it up, you know, you got to be clear about that, and you got to do it the right way because you know what? She might be feeling the same way, but she just going to look out for your feelings and care about these kids and try to keep it together. But if you let me know that I ain't trying to be here, I might be like, shit, me either. So what we going to do?
But you can't go for milk and not come back.
Yeah. Oh, no. It got to be done.
You can't go for milk and not come back.
Yeah, just stop showing up.
What about cigarettes?
No,
not that
you
either.
can't just leave and not come back.
I feel like it's a way to do
agree.
everything.
It definitely has to be whatever you determine or define as tasteful. I feel that before you were any of those titles, you were whatever your mama named you.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like in order for you to make everybody else happy, you have to be happy with yourself. And sometimes people are doing all these different roles in their life without being happy. So not only are you miserable, you bringing misery into everybody else's life.
Right.
So I feel that it's fair. And sometimes you have to be selfish, and people don't understand that you have to be selfish because you got to take care of yourself.
Yeah, you can't never
so
be
you
wrong
take care
for
of
doing what
everybody
makes
else. If
you
yourself
whole.
ain't healthy,
I mean, not within reason. Cause
Right.
like no shade. Let's say you're not invested in a relationship and you don't know how to say it. I take you down the aisle. You know what? I'm done with this. We're at the wedding.
But why?
I would rather you be at the aisle and tell me
point?
you don't want to do it than for us to get married and be trying to get out of this shit later. So if my feelings got to be hurt and I got to be embarrassed for those 10 minutes to
hurt
save
my feelings
me from what's going to happen later, that's what you need to do.
Right.
But I'd rather you communicate that to me when you drunk at the bachelor party.
Not even the bachelor party. Before that,
long as we not walking down the aisle and you like, I ain't trying to do this shit.
No, I already put deposits
That's why
down.
I can't even get married at the
I
church.
don't give a shit. You
I
can
already put deposits down, baby. I can't get the deposits
I can
back.
make the money back later in my life.
Then deposits expensive. I know right now.
Exactly.
make the money
Let me
back.
know beforehand, before I put the deposit down. Let me know.
Because they be non-refundable too.
Peace of mind.
Well, hey, I really appreciate my guests coming in today. I really appreciate this tough topic. We kept it cordial. I like to thank my guests for coming in today. And I want to get everybody social media, and then we're gonna wrap this thing up. Starting with you.
I'll give y'all my Instagram, and that is Jaé Bardere, B as in boy, AR, D as in dog, ERE on Instagram.
She on the phone with bill collectors. And you can have my Instagram. My Instagram is Kanini, KHAYNINI. Facebook, I'm Khay Bardere, KHAYBADU. Hit me up. I might follow you or, send a request back.
Right.
Bruce LeeRoy, Facebook, LEEROY. Glow Like LeeRoy on Twitter. Unpopular Opinions, TV, YouTube.
Instagram, UO Podcast
on Instagram. Follow us.
Follow us.
Twitter, I had to look mine up because I don't really know. On Twitter, I'm _5050 Shades of J _ Instagram, same thing, 50 Shades of J. Facebook, Jasmine Nicole. Jasmine spelled the regular way with an E at the end.
And so y'all other Jasmine's wrong. I'm sorry.
That's not her. And as usual, April Danielle, APRYLDANYELLE on all of social media except for Facebook for the fam, APRIL, the normal. And then we got our Talking Greasy group as usual. And I'll let Darnell talk about all the rest of the
down
stuff.
in the group.
Yes, it goes down. It's lit.
Set that group on
We got Bruce
is gonna try
just
you.
join the group. Join the group just for Bruce's comments
For his
because he
trolling.
just be out of right. But I thank y'all again. I'm finally got to meet you guys on Popular Opinion and Jasmine as well. I see you in the group. I appreciate y'all. I love that. Thank y'all for coming. Appreciate it, Darnell.
It's your boy Darnell, just letting you know we do need your help with the cosign awards. We need you to nominate us, and remember you can vote twice a day if you don't mind. And also we have a Talking Greasy kickback coming in September, date to be announced. I already got a name in mind.
Don't do it the 28th.
Oh,
okay.
Like that whole weekend, don't do it.
And also, if you would like to be a guest on the show, hit us up at talkingreasy@gmail.com. If you would like to advertise on the show, hit us up at talkingreasy@gmail.com. And also, we are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, Talking Greasy. And my personal is Darnell Does It on Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram, because it ain't easy talking greasy.